Alright. Alright, guys, there's this handsome man. One more handsome man. We are going... You can go away. So, we're going to watch The Flying Teacup... Oh my god, shut up. You know what? I'll skip this. Shut up. The Flying Teacup, Let's Talk Monarch. Now, I do actually watch The Flying Teacup a lot. I just haven't seen Let's Talk Monarch, so let's get into this. I actually love The Flying Teacup. I am subscribed. Please check out his channel and subscribe. I swear if I'm not subscribed, please let me subscribe. Done. I'm subscribed. I've been subscribed. He has lots more Let's Talk. Lots more Let's Talks, but oh my god, what is my grammar? Let's go ahead and get to the video. I won't talk, most likely. Oh, by the way, I do play this game. I do play Titanfall 2 a lot, actually. This is where you had to restart the thing, get the arc tool to repower this so you can meet Sarah Briggs. Spoiler alert. Okay, back on with the video.
Hello boys and girls, I'm the Flying Teacup, and let's talk Monarch. Monarch is an Atlas Titan with 10,000 hit points and 1 dash, though this can be increased with the Turbo Engine Kit, which allows her to have 2 dashes simultaneously. She was released in the Monarch's Reign DLC on May 30th, 2017, which makes her the newest Titan to be released. Her primary weapon is an XO-16 chain gun, which by default has an ammo capacity of 40 bullets per magazine, though this can be increased with the core upgrade arc rounds.
After you take away the bread, cheese, lettuce, tomatoes, and mayonnaise, what have you got? A fax machine.
You know, a common theme that I often complain about is inconsistencies, and to be honest, Monarch doesn't have that many inconsistencies. It's more that she's quite overwhelmingly underpowered when first dropped compared to the other Titans, but when she hits the third core, she's a fucking monster. But later on the core, what about the specific Titan kids? Normally, they're pretty average and might improve Titans in a few aspects, but Monarch is f***ing bonkers! What the f***? You thought this was over. This is just the beginning.
What the fuck is this shit?
What the f***? One of the most cheekiest way to play Monarch is having a battery backup as your boost. You can use it when you're low on HP or if you need some core, but the most efficient way to use it is with the survival of the fittest. If you're hunted, try to get to a safe area quickly, jump out, activate your boost, and jump back in. Voila, you're trapped.
Don't they know I'm busy myself?
That reminds me, never panic when you get Monarch. Don't let their name intimidate you. They're actually very easy to defeat. When you're doomed, a Monarch player's brain switches from being rational and analytic to lustful and barbaric. In their eyes, the black and yellow bar only says food, and they'll do literally anything to get close to you. But remember, just dash backward and shoot. There is no argue that Legion and Monarch pretty much has the same primary weapon. Legion's big and bulky and Monarch's pretty light. But don't be fooled, this weapon is not to be tampered with. Unlike Legion, Monarch has more options to f*** you up with than just stop shooting. Particle Wall, dash behind it. Vortex Shield, dash and punch. Sword Block, you know, that one's unavoidable.
They ask you how you are, you just have to say that you're fine, and you're not really fine, but you just can't get into it because...
Monarch's ordnance is called Rocket Salvo, which by default allows Monarchs to shoot up to 5 rockets one after another. The amount of rockets can be doubled if the core upgrade missile racks has been achieved. If the core multi-target missile system upgrade has been reached, the properties of the ability will change. In this stage, it will now lock onto Titans and represent will automatically track targets that has been in the line of sight when the ordnance button has been pressed. Okay, there's no other way to say this. This ability is trash. It's too weak to deal much damage towards other Titans, and it's too unreliable to use against other pilots, which puts it in a state where it's not good against Titans, but somewhat useful against pilots. When firing them, it just feels like you trip over something and accidentally drop them.
Bye, have a great day.
Honestly, is there anything more to talk about? Yeah, it's kind of trash. It reminds me of the cluster missile, except the cluster missile can be used effectively towards other Titans and pilots. It's way more difficult to aim and hit from far away with this, and even if you manage to shoot right in front of you, you will take some damage as well.
It's almost like you're just watching his video. I'm not talking at all. Also because I want you guys to hear the video as well. I should do a face cam. Not.
Which makes it pretty useless on pretty much all ranges except medium.
Monarch.
Monarch's tactical ability is called rearm. Upon use, the ability will reset all coolers and all other abilities as well as replenish the Titan's stash. During the activation, they will not reload their primary weapon, the XO-16 chain gun.
Thought it was over.
No other ability will make you feel so damn good like rearm. Seriously, you truly feel like you're operating a real 20-ton killing machine. At first it seems inferior to all the other abilities, but when you take the ability's capacity to shoot your energy siphon and shower your enemies with rockets back to back into consideration, as well as that it refills your dashes, it's obviously...
I actually am really good with Monarch and Titanfall. Also Ronin. I am amazing with Ronin. Godly, if you will say. Not. On with the... Gen 45.
Said it is. Okay, so if you use the turbo engine kit, you will technically have 4 dashes in which you can fire at all times and also do to your enemies. I'm sorry, but there's no other way to put this, and this is probably one of the main things that make Monarch so busted. A lot of people says that she's bad because she has no defensive ability and that her kit makes too little damage, in which I say is complete bullshit. She's as fragile as a wet cardboard box if you don't know how to play her, but if you're willing to learn, she can be a goddess. Monarch's defensive ability is called Energy Siphon. When shot at a hostile enemy, it will deal little damage as well as slowing them down. The user will be granted a small shield in return. The amount of shield the user can be granted can be increased even more with the kit Shield Amplifier, which increases the charge with 25%.
Yo, what's up?
This is the biggest you can give to someone. If you never heard about the arc cannon from Titanfall 1, just imagine this ability on a gun with the same ability to hit multiple people, no matter if they're Titans or pilots, as a smart pistol. I mean,
that's true.
Was the shit when Monarch came out. A Titan that could steal health from someone and use it as their shield. That was unthinkable before, and now everybody despises it. It slows people down and makes them vulnerable. There's a combo I like to call the big in which you first hit it with a siphon shot and then you shoot all your rockets at them. And then after that, you just use your rearm to do it all again. Still think Monarch is not busted? But wait, you remember the kid that gave you more shield? Yeah, that doesn't matter. You know those 25% ain't that much when you realize that's 25% of this, which is practically nothing. Okay, in which one of these images did I use the kit? Yeah, it doesn't matter, because it's practically nothing. It's total garbage.
True.
Monarch's core is called Upgrade Core and works quite differently from all the other Titans cores. The Upgrade Core can be divided into 3 different levels with different abilities. These core upgrades has to be decided prior to the Titanfall and cannot be changed when the Titan is deployed. Only one of these upgrades can be chosen per upgrade level at the same time, which means only 3 upgrades can be active on one Monarch. The level 1 upgrades are arc rounds, missile racks, and energy transfer. These abilities are simply upgrades to the pre-existing abilities. The level 2 upgrades are rearm and reload, maelstrom, and energy field. These abilities increase the survivability and sustainability of the Titans instead of just increasing the damage output. And finally, the last three upgrades are multi-target missile system, superior chassis, and XO-16 accelerator. These are the last upgrades that the Monarch can get and highly improve the offensive ability of the Monarch. Monarch's playstyle is so drastically different from all the other Titans. Just when you think you've mastered all the Titans, Monarchs come to shove your covenants up your ass with a new set of rules on how to play. Like all the other Titans are pretty straightforward. Tone has a gradillion rocks to f you up, Norsar can fly, Ronin has a f***ing death sword. But Monarch's gotta be that be really fucking deep and complex, but just end up being confusing and flat. It's like my new microwave. You need the damn sheet to pop some popcorn. What the fuck is this? I just don't want to starve. What am I supposed to do? Cook food or defuse a bomb? Oh shit, I'm sorry.
Cook food or defuse a bomb.
So instead of letting you through the same psychological terror of trying to understand Monarch's upgrade core, let me walk you through each upgrade one by one. So these cores are pretty weak and pretty bad. They're just a teaser for what's next. Monk rounds give you a little more damage and a few more bullets per magazine, which doesn't seem that bad.
Rainbow Six.
It seems pretty balanced, right?
I played that as well.
They do some funky ass shit, dog. You know how defenseless you are when you eject from your Titan? Yeah, imagine that. But you're still in your Titan. Yeah, that's pretty f***ed up, right? The others suck ass and do pretty much nothing compared to this. Even though Missile Rex doesn't change the rocket salvo's ability that much, it's still fun to use. It's like you barf up a ton of rocket to somebody. Even though it can be fun to just spit out rockets at pilots and also annoy Titans, it's not something that I would recommend someone to use competitively. On paper, energy transfer sounds like a great upgrade. You can give your teammates a shield for free, which is great. Though there's one small little problem.
It's completely, utterly useless.
When you sub a teammate, you won't get anything back. No shield, no health, no nothing. And the Titan gets it will only get a small shield that won't even last very long. Why this is a problem should be quite obvious. If you give a teammate a shield, you will lose your only defense ability for pretty much nothing. Even in front of defense, this core upgrade is utterly garbage. These cores are only here to make you feel
That is very true. Like, it's for me when I'm doing my upgrade monarchs, I don't know. Like, all of them usually suck. They just suck. You know?
about yourself and that you come too far to give up on your Titan. This core takes
By the way, Manessa. Manessa, if you watch this, I just watched your newest video. This is my newest video. This is Titanfall. Hope you like it. Recommend getting it. I do.
Yeah, fuck that. Let's make it 0.5 instead. You're out of ammo? Yeah, that's not gonna happen, bro. Let's cut the reload time to 1.5 seconds instead. What the hell are all these numbers? Wasn't Realm good enough before? The ability that allowed Monarch to literally cut down its own weaknesses just got stronger. Do I have to remind you that rearm refreshes your dashes and not just your abilities? This core slaps you across the face and spits on it.
Wow.
Though, if you ask me, I never use this much. Why, I don't know, but after looking it up, I think I found my new favorite core upgrade. So normally you use your electric smoke to shake off almost the pilots of your back, but now you can actually use it as an offensive defense. It's not that complex. The bottom line is, your electric smoke does more damage. So now you can get even more pissed off when a friend climbs on and you accidentally activate it. When meeting a Monarch, you never know what kind of upgrade it has, which ends up very scary when they deploy their electric smoke. Because honestly, there's no chance in heaven that you will be able to see it before it's too late. By the way, something I found while looking into this was the look Monarch gives you when you shoot her glowy parts.
What the fuck did you just fucking say about me, you little bitch? I'll have you graduated top of my class in the Navy SEALs and I've been involved.
Alright, so this upgrade allows Energy Siphon to affect an area instead of just hitting one target at once like it normally does. But the question is it useful?
Oh yeah, I always did that.
Hell no, it's dog shit. Sure, you can hit multiple Titans at once, but you will not gain more shield if you do. Yeah, you'll slow down more Titans, but how many times
What?
do 2 or more
What's
Titans
that?
stacked up side by side?
Finally, he was like
floating.
floating.
Could help with, like giving more allied Titans shields. This ability is so situational that even when it can be used effectively, it's still shit. Remember that the most beneficial way to use it is to have taken energy transfer as your first upgrade, which means that you will have to take 2 of your 3 cores to potentially do some good instead of choosing 2 cores that will guaranteely help your team to kill the competition.
Gen 100.
Monarch is extremely weak by herself without upgrades, and taking this path forces you to survive with little to no improvement, which can be extremely difficult. Yeah, good luck trying to score any of these cores without using Battery Thief. So if you pick Superior Chassis, you will get a maximum health capacity of 15,000 HP.
Bro, 1v1's Battery Thief can get so annoying. By the way, look at the bottom of the screen where it says Nezdak. That guy, he was actually like, he was like the faction in Titanfall 1. Like, he'd tell you, he'd motivate you or something like that, you know? Anyways, on with previous games, more to the Flying Teacup.
Sounds fine, right? Well, have you considered that Legion of Scourge's maximum health is 12,500? Just imagine the scene. You're done fighting 2 titans and some pilots by yourself, and with a slither of health left, Monarch just bursts in like, what the hell is your response? You can't run, you can't hide, you can't even eject because you only goose you. Yeah, good luck with that. And if that wasn't enough, if you use Battery Thief, you can literally heal yourself up to maximum capacity without repercussions. You have the most health in the game, yet you can heal yourself in combat. But that's not all. When you're doomed and you use the core, your doom meter will still grow. How? What? Why? These rockets may be tracking, but only Titans and Reapers. And correct me if I'm wrong, but do they actually deal less damage than before? Sure, these aren't Archer rockets, but why do they deal so little damage? It's pretty much a waste of a core if you can only shoot up to 5 rockets without using missile racks.
Hit or miss. I guess they never miss, huh?
Alright, you can shoot them whenever you want, but most of the time you will have less than 5 rockets, so what's even the point? Okay, in my opinion, I wouldn't trade a burst of rockets for less tracking ones. I mean, you spent all this time with the normal burst of rockets, and now you suddenly have to change your entire playstyle for just 5 rockets that will be tracking that doesn't even do that much. It's not worth it.
Yeah, I was just
Okay,
checking
this
how
core
much
pretty
left.
much makes Monarch a
Pretty
weak.
much 2
At
minutes.
first you shoot somewhat slow, but after a few seconds you will just be shredding through the other Titans. And then it all just stops. When getting the Archon core, you will at least increase your ammo capacity with 10 bullets, which is fine. When you have an upgrade called Accelerator, don't you think the ammo capacity should be increased just a little bit, or right out switch with arc rounds? Because right now you can't reach maximum capacity if you don't use arc rounds. Then the problem just increases when you fight against someone who hides behind cover and you stop shooting for a split second. Then the fire rate resets once again, which results in you delivering less bullets than you would without the upgrade. Okay, now after all that, let's get this straight. Theoretically, you could have a Titan with a gun that deals shit ton of damage per second and will also drain the Vortex Shield and Flame Shield's use, while having 4 dashes if you use the Turbo Engine Kit and Rearm, while having more health than an Ogre Titan and gets free batteries to restore your health when executing people. Yes, hello, is this the balancing team at Respawn? Yeah, I have a question.
What the fuck is this?
Even through all this, what do I think of Monarch? To be honest, I'm happy that she came. Better late than never. Even though she's quite difficult and complex to handle at the beginning, I genuinely think that she's a perfect example of what a Titan could be.
Oh yeah, he's wearing the BT
Battery, use core.
BT skin. Like with the painted BT, you can actually get the. I think you can get the skin for BT. It's pretty cool. I don't think I have it, but I'll get it eventually.
Repeat, but there's so much more to Monarch than just shooting batteries. When you're really getting into it, you're unconsciously playing mind games with your enemies, and it genuinely feels good. The learning curve is very steep, I admit, but as soon as it clicks, the reward is unmeasurable. And if I'm honest, I hope Monarch will be a great build son of what a Titan could be in Titanfall 3. They're very restricted of what you can do, but it gives you the tools to make the Titanfall in your playstyle, which I think is a great balance between the Titans from the first game and the Titans here in the second game. It's not perfect, but it's a good start to say the least. So, I don't think there's anything more I'd like to add. I know this was one hell of a long video, but it was damn worth it. And with that said, thanks for watching, and take care.
No.
What?
You know what? Screw this.
World of Warships yet? Why the hell not? Playing
I'm sorry, I can't edit out the cursing. I don't know how to edit. So guys, that's the end of the video. I do not want this. No, get rid of that. So guys, that's all I have for the video. Like, subscribe to the Flying Teacup again. Do it, please. And I will see you guys in the next video. Good day.